That was good.
So that's what we need to do, ladies and gentlemen. Believe it or not, we need to dig in hard because it's funny how people will bring you information and tell you, hey, the British is coming, and everybody go, nah, ain't nothing. And you're like, no, the British is coming. They go, nah. And then all of a sudden, bam.
The British show up.
Knocking at your door.
That's what I was telling folks on my post the other day. I was like, I've been telling y'all for 20 years, the lack of accountability is the reason why a young man feel he can walk into school and pull a weapon and shoot at somebody. Because what I would like to be able to see is his juvenile record, right? I like to see how much contact the juvenile court had with him, and trying to get people to understand the bigger picture. Like, hey, this young man was having issues since he was 11 years old, and you guys just kind of let him float in and out with no accountability attached to that, and as a result, this happens. But I believe that people are afraid to speak up, and being afraid to speak up allows us to lose. Because we're not speaking up. But if I jump out front and say, hey, we're not holding our youth accountable, there needs to be some type of form of accountability, then here come people beating you down. Shut up. Nobody wants to hear about accountability. And I told a story on check-in yesterday about, there's no reason why an organization like mine should not be working with the Violent Interrupters program, right? But they're very good in keeping us separated from each other by causing this division. And when you try and help with plans, so I proposed to the city of Toledo a program called Operation Accountability. They threw my stuff in the trash. But then everybody's complaining about what's going on in our community. Well, we're not holding the people accountable that when you have people in the community that is out here fighting and doing the work, those are the people you crap on. And then you just nobody's holding you accountable for allowing that to happen. So, yeesh, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it on my end. So, yeah, it's tough.
I think Eric Badu knocked out our stream when I played Tyrone.
It was Jesse fought everyone.
It was Jesse.
Trying to beat
copyright holder. Yeah, they're gonna copyright holder.
Come on,
Stick
Eric.
to our original stuff.
Come on, Eric.
You're just gonna have to
make a
write us
song.
theme songs.
Yeah,
Man.
I got you, Tyrone.
Yeah.
Come on, Erica.
Man, yeah, this right here, man.
all Jesse's fault.
I'm like, man, this right here
Come on
is
back,
Like, what's going
everybody.
on? Then I got emails.
right.
Copyright protection.
Yeah, copyright protection.
Okay, all right. I got two of them.
Yeah, they dinged me on my own song. I'm like, hold on, that's
What?
mine.
On what?
On check-in.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they dinged me like, oh, you copyrights. And I was like, hold on.
I know the owner.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right. Like the owner made it for me. Like, come on. But I don't know why they be on that.
Mine said it was
Davis.
the ghost of Tyrone Davis.
Ladies and gentlemen, we need to take another commercial break, but shout out to our Tier 2 sponsors, Legal Shield, Anita Madison, Sir Sandra McPherson, City Councilwoman, Young Men and Women for Change, One Creative Cutie, our own Dr. Ladale, LLC, the Unfinished Girl Conference. Yes, hand clap for that. The Tabernacle Church, and H-Town. We're going to take a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
Be right back.
To be able to come out and see all these kids and everyone get together so that we can put a smile on all the other kids' faces is super. It makes my heart smile.
Your first impression matters. What if your business could introduce itself in just 60 seconds? Anytime, anywhere. Business cards get tossed. Social posts get lost. But video connects. It lets people see your face, hear your voice, and trust your story. At Project 360 Studios, we create business spotlight videos. Short professional films that introduce who you are, what you do, and why people should choose you. Here's how it works. Step 1. Plan. We help craft your story. Step 2. Film in our studio or on location. Step 3. Edit. We brand it with your logo, colors, and music. Step 4. Deliver. A powerful video you can use everywhere. Share it on your website, social media, email signature, anywhere you want to make a lasting first impression. Don't just hand out your business card. Let people meet you. Book your business spotlight video today at Project 360 Studios.
Give me one for the wake up. I'm so grateful for another day to help stimulate the mental. Time to strategize, huddle up, where's your circle? I can feel the moment radiate through the convo. Talk is cheap, turn your faith into work. I drink my second cup and put my hands in the dirt. 2 cups, drinking straight drip from the earth. Caffeinated conversations, you heard them here first. One for the wake up. One for the wake up. You heard them here first.
Hello, my name is Shawn Mahone Sr., founder and executive director of Young Men and Women for Change Behavior Modification Bootcamp Program. If you are a parent experiencing issues or problems with your child, then give us a call today. Young Men and Women for Change, 567-277-5352. Productive leaders for tomorrow's future.
Like a sleeping beast, stray dog house in the belly of the east. Neon buzzes like a broken hive. Under the lamp, shadows come alive.
Click, clack, tap, the streets never sleep.
Shoes so slap where secrets creep.
Echoes of the asphalt, they never lie.
Every sound a whisper, every sigh. And the shots is waves in a broken song. Buzzes his brakes like they don't belong. stepping in purpose tonight. Power on me. Holy Ghost energy. Let's go. I'm walking in
The Rise and Grind Morning Show is on. 419 The Grind.
Good morning, Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. It's your host, your boy, Shawn Juan, in the house with the lovely, beautiful Dr. Ladale.
Good morning, everybody.
And then also in the studio is the insurance man himself, Tyrone McClain. What's going on?
What's going on, people? Good morning.
Man, listen, y'all need to get hip on some insurance, but before we cut him loose, man, we got to send a shout out to the producer of the Rise and Grind Morning Show himself. I mean, the man with the plan, Jesse Coleman. He need
Good morning.
He need a bigger desk in here, y'all. So if somebody want to donate a desk, RC gonna donate the chairs to us. So we need a better wraparound desk for
What y'all
him.
gonna do with them new chairs? Y'all gonna think y'all?
We're gonna think we all that.
Hey, y'all, you know what?
We
y'all
should get the
deserve
big,
it.
like, crown chairs, like at the baby showers.
I thought about that. Cause
Oh,
I saw
my God.
At one point, the Breakfast Club had those chairs.
Mm-hmm.
They got rid of them.
When we get the new building,
Yeah,
See now, wait a minute. It said new building
new building,
that we're purchasing.
There we go.
Right there you go.
ain't Channel 24 the old building open?
Is it?
Yeah, I don't think
Ain't
they do
nobody
anything
in
back
there.
there no more.
Oh, wow. I think somebody bought it. I don't know.
Oh, well, they ain't doing nothing with
Ain't
it.
doing nothing with it,
We need to find out who got it.
man.
Yeah, I thought I saw it. It's a business. No.
That's where I started.
That's where you started.
That was my
Someone
first.
doing over here, right?
full-
Off of
Off Burn.
Burn.
Burn, yeah.
Yep, that was my first first career move was the designer at Channel 24 for 6 years.
Wow,
I went from a weekend graphic designer to running the creative service department.
wow. See, that's what's up.
That's why you the doctor.
That's why. That's why. Hey, dum dum, they messed up. Yeah, I ain't gonna even say that.
Say what?
Jesse, no, let's move on, Jesse. Move on.
Yeah, just move on, Jesse. Just move on.
right along.
She threw the deuce signs up. Okay. Yeah, she is deuce.
Hey, you
See,
know,
you the woman version of OG Bobby Johnson. That's what you is. You the female version of it. Cause you just straight deuced it up like.
I'm a package, but you got to be able to handle the package. So
Man, that part.
if you can't handle it, then I don't know what to tell you.
Man, listen.
I'm gonna start going live like Ladale.
You gonna go like
So
me?
all the viewers can come see
Hey,
me.
people.
Yeah. So
That's
all
my
the viewers,
people on
right?
What's up, Patricia? My
Yeah.
auntie.
She got Vina Meals on there. She got Leticia. I went and saw it. I went and saw your live.
Man, listen.
People.
Their lives be
people.
jumping.
Man.
We got to get it going. Get it going.
Yeah, that's it right there. Got to make it do what it do when you don't feel like making it do what it do. But Tyrone, talk to us about some more, educate us some more about the insurance.
Okay, a couple months ago, I don't know if everybody saw this, but there was a story going around. There's a young lady, I believe she was somewhere in the South, but her and her husband, they were getting married, and they booked the venue, but her husband suddenly passed away. And the venue was kind of catching a little heat because they didn't want to give her deposit back.
Okay.
Because they said deposit was non-refundable. And they offered her a compromise, which was crazy. Instead of having their reception, they said they could have the repass at the reception hall, which why would you want it? But anyway, that's where event insurance comes in. Event insurance, the event or venue insurance, what it is if you're having an event and you can get insurance for the event to say in case of an emergency, someone passes away, or if you have an event and someone gets hurt at your event, then you are covered for anything that were to happen. So, and it's not something you will pay for each month. It's something you acquire before you have the event. Most venues that you have it want to know that you have some kind of coverage, because if you don't, then they could be held liable. So, we have a lot of people here who do a lot of programs, do a lot of events, do a lot of things. And so I think it's important to properly take care of yourself anywhere you go, because if you do something, it's something simple as someone trips and falls over a chair. You know, nowadays people love to go to court, so you don't want to get sued for somebody tripping and falling. And an event you put on, now you in the whole 40 event one, and now you have to pay out someone where you can get $60 to $100. You can get it covered up to $1 million worth of liability. So that's always something I want any of my entrepreneurs, anybody that puts on events, shows, workshops, anything where you're going to have people there, make sure you look into event and venue insurance. And that is very, very, very important.
So I saw that I saw that on the Breakfast Club where the lady was of course she was getting married. They were getting married, and then her fiance fiance passed away. For the event before this even happened, the event hall suggested that she would get insurance, right?
And she declined.
She declined.
Yep.
Now they offered her their insurance.
Yes.
Right there, but you
Yes,
can
sir.
get
That's
you
why
can
she
get
declined.
a separate insurance.
Yes.
You know, outside of the actual venue, right? Okay.
Yep.
Maybe that's what it is. She
Yep.
declined because it was theirs.
Yeah,
And,
she
you know,
declined it
people
because
often
it's
think-
theirs, and it was probably a bit of more of an expense for what they were already paying.
Yeah.
And so it is kind of, I explain to people like this: if you go rent a car, you go rent a rental car. A car is $30,000. You can either pay your deductible, which is probably anywhere to $500 to $1,000 if something were to happen, or if you pay Enterprise an extra $30, you can bring. I used to work there, and they'd say if you buy this damage wherever, you can bring this car back in a shoebox. So it's always good to have some kind of coverage, even if you get it from the place, because they're always going to want to insure their property. And so you run the risk, and in rental car places, it doesn't even have to be a big accident. They can charge your insurance if it's I believe when I was there, if the damage to the car was larger than a silver dollar, they can go after your insurance. And so a silver dollar is small to where you have to pay a full deductible, and now you have a claim. So I say anytime you go, insurance, like I always say, insurance is everywhere. Everything you do, anything you think you want to do, there's something, insurance component to it. And it's always there to save you money in the long run.
Did y'all hear that? He just dropped some jewels. And we got to be able to pick them up and do what's right. But a lot of us, what we do is we wait to the last minute.
Yeah.
Yep.
We wait to the last freaking minute. And then here you go. On the book.
The
Well, I'm
slogan
not
in
waiting,
insurance
so.
is, but if you need it, by the time you need it and you don't have it, it's already too late.
Right.
Man.
So
Do you find it that a lot of people in our community don't care to get insurance about anything, auto, house, business,
the
renters
only
insurance?
I've discovered, man, the only thing, especially in our community, the first thing that people insure, they'll insure their cell phone before they'll insure their body. And you know, as crazy as it sounds, they will. You'll get Apple coverage. Well, Moan won't get Apple coverage, but anyway, you can get Apple coverage on your cell phone, before you get insurance on your body. Because you think if my phone breaks, I need a new phone. Well, what if something happens to you? What is your family gonna do?
Right.
People, and I do all lines of insurance. So, you get people, like you said, they don't want to do auto, they don't want to do life. So in our community, again, like I said the first time, a lot of the reason is people haven't seen it work properly. Right. So they don't think it's a necessity until it becomes a necessity. Like, God forbid, if something were, like I said, anything can happen. Anything. And, the way things are going nowadays, you can go to school, you can be at the mall, you can be at the grocery store, you can be anywhere, and something could happen to you. And people don't like to talk about death, or they don't like to think about, what do I want to do if I have to pass away? But it's one thing, we all gonna do it. You can't avoid it. So if you're gonna do it, you might as well set your family up to be taken care of after you're gone.
That's why I'm still a little puzzled about whole life and term. Because why were we never educated on whole life and how whole life would have brought us some generational wealth?
Because they didn't want us to have generational wealth is the short answer. But, you know, it's been there forever. You know, the Rockefellers, the Walt Disney, you know, the Walton family that owns Walmart. They have all used the same tools that are available to us. We just weren't educated on it.
That's tough.
Yep.
That's tough. I'm thinking of all the older insurance men. I remember even when I was a little boy, the insurance man would come by my grandma's house and collect her payment. And then now that I'm adult and I'm woke, I'm like, why were they not pushing this whole life so we can set their children or their grandchildren up for success?
Well, you know, it goes all the way back to the fact of they didn't even teach like financial knowledge back.
Nope.
You know, because I used to work for a company that does that. That's one of the things that was it was a lack because it's not taught in schools. It's financial responsibilities, budgeting, all that stuff was not taught. So if they're not going to teach us how to count the money, you think they're going to teach us how to use it wisely?
Right.
Nah.
Yeah.
And like you said, Shawn, a lot of times back then, they were just given the term I hate enough to put them in the ground, you know? And so and then in those times too, that's what the only thing people could afford. And you know, you paying and you go into these insurance and you think because your grandma been paying for this insurance forever that if she leaves, she's going to leave you with all this money. But the insurance policy she signed up for, the benefit is only $15,000. You know, whereas if you had somebody sit down and educate you on what you can do, the options are endless. Like even with the big thing now of everybody saying I want to be my own bank, and it's possible, but it's an IUL, was an Index Universal Life Insurance Policy, which people, they get on YouTube and they say, oh, you start this policy and you can just borrow money to buy a car, buy a house. You can, but you have to structure it properly. And see, that's another thing. Our people suffer from a lack of knowledge. So they'll go buy these policies and think in 2 years, I can pull $70,000 out of it. That's not how it works. But if you have people who don't sit down and they'll talk to you about it and they just want to make a commission off of you, I could sell you anything. Right. But then when it turns around and you need it and you don't have it, I would feel bad because now you're looking at me like, you know, hey, well, Tyrone was shady. He didn't tell me that this wasn't going to be what I thought it was because he was just looking for a check. So it's a lot of it. It's education, and you have to find a person that's willing to talk you through this process because it's easy, but it's not, you know, especially if you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
So
and it's trust too.
Yes.
People have to trust the person because oftentimes people think that people are scamming.
Yep. Yeah.
And sometimes it's just the way business is done and the proper way to do business. So you definitely have to have trust in the person you're doing interactions with.
Yep.
Like I was talking to my mom the other day and I asked her, I said, what do you guys have, whole or term? She's like, oh, we have whole. And they want to do some work at the house, on their house. And I was like, you need to look and see what you have accumulated because you can get money from there.
Yeah.
But they didn't know that.
Yep.
They didn't know that. And the only reason why I said that is listening to Tyrone. I was like, man, you know. And so I'm glad that you are dropping these jewels to help us understand more. But again, you got to have these conversations. And if we're not having these conversations, then nobody learns, nobody moves ahead.
Yep.
And even when people are moving ahead, make sure you turn around and reach back and pull them up with you.
Yep.
That's how this thing's supposed to work.
Yep.
But we don't want to make it work.
Legacy.
That's how you build a legacy. Yeah, but people, I don't get it. I don't know that they just, you know, people get stuck in their own silos. You know, they get stuck in certain cliques and group. You know, so
sometimes people want the lavish life, but they don't want to do things necessary to have a lavish life.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Yep.
Quick money is not always the way to go. Sometimes you got to put some blood, sweat, and tears, time, and a little bit of coin to it.
Yep.
Yeah. Welcome to my world.
I was watching Hamilton, and Hamilton said something, and he said it's about, he was talking about George Washington. George Washington said he wanted to plant a tree that he'll never be able to sit under. And that's what insurance is about. You know, you plant a seed that you may not get to see the shade of, but it's going to cover your family. And that's what it's about. Like you said, it's legacy, it's longevity. And that's where we suffer because it's, I want to look good now. I want to do this now. And insurance is the long game. You're paying into something that you don't necessarily see a result from every month. You know, you pay your cable bill, you pay your internet bill, you pay your Wi-Fi. You see all of those things. I pay this bill, this works. But I pay into insurance and you don't think it's doing anything. But again, I keep saying it. It may look like it's not moving, but when you need it, you'll be glad you have it.
Right.
So we just have to change our perception on things.
Right.
Absolutely.
Man, that's it right there. Shout out to our sponsors. We have our tier 3 sponsors is Pink Lady Cigar, Social Butterfly, Dinetta Carter, Car Tier 1 Auto Sales LLC, Your Computer Needs of Toledo LLC, Jamaican Reggae Restaurant Mon. Yes. McCain Insurance and Casualties, and KSM Mobile Laundry. Look her up. That's pretty cool for her to come and get your laundry and clean it up for you and bring it right back. Man, that's what's up. Yep, that's what's up. So I'm excited that she is now a proud sponsor of the 419 Rise and Grind Morning Show. Ladies and gentlemen, feel free to call in if you guys want to call in and get involved in this conversation. 419-740-0433, 419-740-0433. Give us a call. Let us know how you think and feel about what we've been discussing this morning, or just call in and shout your company, your business, your agency, your legacy, whatever it may be. Call in.
Yep.
Call in.
Let's hear from you.
Yep. Let's hear from you. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Come on, call in, and make it do what it do. That's what you got to do, because it's Throwback Thursday. So Throwback Thursday, real quick here, do anyone want to have a Throwback Thursday that they can remember?
I got one.
What's
Easter's
that?
coming up. So my Throwback Thursday would be when you would go to Carps on Door Street and get your Easter clothes. And if you had an extra $5, you'd get a gold chain that you had to paint with fingernail polish, or it wouldn't be a gold chain long. So that's my throwback for the day.
Somebody calling?
Yeah. His phone is not.
Hello? Is this DJ Impress?
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Vote for your favorite Tyrone.
Vote for your favorite Tyrone.
I thought they was having the battle of the Tyrones this morning. I was trying to figure out which Tyrone I was going to vote for.
The ghost or the
But is that fair if we don't have the other one here?
Exactly.
Yet?
Right.
We gotta have them both here to fairly vote.
You think I was going to vote for either one of them?
Oh, Mo.
I'll vote
Jeez.
for Tyrone Davis, the soul singer.
Tyrone Davis. Okay. He's gonna write in his vote.
Enjoy the show, of course, y'all know. Insurance, I used to be an insurance man as well a long time ago, and I'm pretty sure he probably wouldn't mind me mentioning his name, but I had a client, and I went to talk to his mom about increasing her insurance because she didn't have a lot, and right after, probably about less than a year after I increased her insurance, she ended up going to the hospital because she had a blood clot, and they were like, they had put her in the hospital, and they were like, we're gonna do the surgery or whatever in the morning, and it ended up traveling, and she ended up passing that night before they were going to do the surgery. And every time I see Prentice, man, that dude thank me, because he was like, his sister was trying to fight me, and I was like, I'm not trying to make no money. It's just that if something happened to her, y'all not going to have enough to, do anything with it.
That's what it's
and
about.
So I understand. That made me understand the importance of insurance and what it can do and how it can change a family.
Yep. And see, I had the exact opposite of that. I had a client, she came to me on Facebook, quoted her about 3 times, and every time it would get to the point of pulling the trigger, she would disappear. A couple months later, she would come back, we do all over again, disappear. I happened to get on Facebook one day, couple months ago, and about a year ago, and she had passed away. And I felt terrible, and I still had the text messages in my phone. Like, hey, we need to get together and do this. I'm gonna call you tomorrow. And so that's the moral of that story is, it's like Moan said, if you do it the right way and something happens, look what can happen. And if you do it the wrong way and something happens, look what'll happen. Because they were on Facebook doing the infamous GoFundMe. They selling dinners, they doing this, they doing all that. But it's something, when you have it, you gotta pull the trigger on it, because life can change on you quickly. Like he said, his client's mom went to the hospital. She passed in the hospital. And if he wouldn't have looked out, they would have been short.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And that dude still, I haven't sold insurance in probably almost 20 years. That dude still send me texts like great holiday greetings and stuff to this day.
You changed their life, man. I mean, you took them out of a situation that could have been horrible. So that's what it's about.
Right. Yep, that's exactly what it's about. So what's going on with you, Impress?
Causing trouble.
Chilling, man. How you are?
Man,
Good, man. We are good.
We here. You be here tomorrow?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. We just want to make sure you're
we
going to
got to redo this great show that we did the other day all over again.
Yeah, Tyrone said it was a lot going on in the sports world since the last time y'all taped.
I think the problem is, man, we took Jesse's cowboy stuff out, and I think he sabotaged the show.
Why?
That's what it was.
I think that's what it was.
Jesse.
He put it closer to the board. That's why all that buzzing.
That's what happened.
No.
That's what happened.
Y'all messed up the feng shui.
Oh man, he put it closer to the board. All that buzzing and Michael Irvin was buzzing when he was playing. It's all in the juju.
Nate Newton was too.
Oh yeah.
Right.
It's the ghost of Jerry Jones by his control board.
All right.
Bye.
All right, Mo. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, love
man.
you, cuzzo. Yeah. All right. Yeah, man. Money a fool, man.
Crazy.
Man.
Causing chaos in
Man,
the,
listen, he been
the
that
chat.
way. He been that way
out in
since
the comments.
he been on Earth, man. For real.
I don't know.
He,
It get crazy when he in person too, because
Yeah,
you could
well,
be talking
right.
and he make them faces, and you be like,
yeah.
What is he thinking about now?
right. Because you know
right.
he about to say something,
Right.
and then everybody trying to hold back their laugh, so you lose your train of thought.
You lose it big time. I've done that plenty of times. So
Yeah.
I'm like, this dude, man, you wilding out for real. But ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for today. Again, shout out to our sponsors, P360 Studios, Toledo Arc, Ohio Unity Coalition, our top tier sponsors. Our third tier sponsors, Pink Lady Cigar Club, Social Butterfly, Donita Carter, Nickel Bar and Grill, Cartier One, Auto Sales LLC, Your Computer Needs of Toledo LLC, Jamaican Reggae, Restaurant Mon, McCain Insurance and Casualty, KSM Mobile Laundry. Also, we have our Tier 2 Legal Shield by Anita Madison, Sir Sandra McPherson, City Councilwoman, Young Men and Women for Change, One Creative Cutie, our own Dr. Ladale, the Unfinished Girl Conference, the Tabernacle Church, H-Town, and our top tier is Project 360, Toledo Arc, and Ohio Unity Coalition. Ladies and gentlemen, we always like to leave you with something to encourage you, to motivate you, and push you into your day. What would you like to say, Dr. Ladale?
You know, the weather is changing, and it's gonna start getting warmer. Don't go too crazy putting on your shorts and t-shirts just yet.
Have mercy.
Even though we all want to. Be careful out there.
Yeah.
But most importantly, let's jump off this porch and let's get some things cracking for the warm weather.
Yeah, definitely. I seen on Facebook a young lady from Toledo went to the fight, and she had one of those outfits where you can see like right through it. And I was just like, I just hate seeing our sisters do that. Because that's just unwanted attention. I'm serious. My grandmother always say, leave something for the imagination. Yeah, but that's it. But what do you want to say, Tyrone?
I was waiting for your. I didn't know where the story was going to go, so I was waiting.
oh.
I didn't know, like the last one on the
time.
beach. I was
Right.
waiting.
Right. No.
What I'll say is, today is a day to do what you've been putting off to do.
I just want to say, remember to follow us on all social media at the419grind.com. I mean, at the 419grind. And visit our website, the419grind.com. That's where we have all of our podcasts, all of our articles, and more. And one more thing.
What's that?
Go follow Win or Lose Show.
Yes.
On all social media. That's the sports show that we have. Me, Impress, and Brother Tyrone over there.
You turned into brother.
I know. I've been a doctor, a brother. I've been everything today.
Yeah.
Cousin, uncle.
Dr. T. That's what I'm going to say when I see him. Dr. T, what's up, man?
And next week, we'll be launching the Rise and Grind weekend show and Ty Cleveland is going to be the head of that weekend show. So
cool beans.
We'll go from there.
Cool beans. I'm leave you with this, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, you are the head and not the tail. You are above and not beneath. You are greater than what you think, and you are going to know that you're greater because of your thinking. Have a great day. Have a blessed day, ladies and gentlemen, and we are out. Peace.
Peace.
Have a good one.
We outside with it. Hey, no fear, no doubt, no change. Let's go. I was stuck in the dark, you pulled me out the grave. Gave me breath, gave me purpose, now I'm walking anyways. Ain't no ceiling on the praise and no limit on the flow. Holy Spirit got me charged up, tell the world let's go. People hurting on the block, they need hope, they need light. Ain't no point in shouting Sundays if we quiet through the night. Jesus died for the broken, for the weary, for the lost. So I'm 10 toes down, I'm a soldier of the cross.
Got joy in my soul, fire in my bones. He lifted me up when I couldn't stand alone. So I'm hitting these streets, let the whole world know.